You would think this game has epic written all over it. Two heavyweights of Europe, and both have the potential to go far. It's Manchester City. They take on Napoli, live on EA TV. Good evening and welcome. There's so much to be enthused about going into tonight's contest here at the home of Manchester City. Derek Ray here on the commentary box, joined as always by former England defender Lee Dixon. And we're ready for UEFA Champions League group stage action tonight. It is Manchester City up against Napoli.
Well, Derek, both teams got off to a flying start in their opening group match, didn't they? But something has to give tonight. Looking forward to this one.
Number 17, Kevin De Bruyne. And number 11, Raheem Sterling.
Introducing the starting players for Manchester City. If you like wingers, you'll love this league.
Yeah, absolutely. I love to watch a winger play, especially with pace and power. The central striker will stay more or less in front of the goal. The support will be provided by the three central midfield players. The back four is pretty conventional, but the fullbacks will be asked to support from behind.
And a glance at the Napoli side. Ilkay Gundogan plays alongside Saul in central midfield. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. And they get the ball rolling in this Champions League group stage confrontation. It did appear that they might be onto something, but not so. Under a fair bit of pressure. And the Partenope showing good width. And players waiting at the far post. And over the top it goes. Close shave. So glancing at the table, and I must say, when the teams came out of the various pots for the Champions League draw, this was the one that stood out straight away. What a riveting game this promises to be.
Well, we're in for a real belter, I think. So much hype leading up to this game. Both teams expected to go deep into this competition. Can't wait for this one.
Not a complicated save for Ederson to make. And he did what he had to do defensively. Well, it's a poor tackle. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Possession ceded by City here. Really nice ball. And well off target in the end. Good pressure from the defender to put him off. It's been pretty well impossible to escape all the news stories surrounding him ahead of today's match. Up against his old club, and that is never easy for a footballer, a mixture of emotions. He's in here. An early goal. It is the ideal opening.
Well, here's the replay. It's a very neat piece of deception to get past the defender, and he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal.
And underway again. A wake-up call for Napoli, you would think. Given away by City. Really fine initial touch. Oh, nice ball. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. Koulibaly. Here's Insigne. Shaw. Well read to put an end to that attack. Now they've lost it. Not accurate enough from Gundogan. Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this?
Ilkay Gundogan at the ready.
Still alive. Well, a time for composure on the ball. Sergio Busquets. And that's going to be the goalkeeper's ball. Good-looking sequence. Can he take the chance? Can they stop it going in? Mertens. Lost possession, and the emphasis is on creativity. Osimhen, unable to keep the ball. Not an especially strong challenge. Victor Osimhen. A chance for Napoli to use width to good effect. This could square the game. Oh, but no! Heroism flashed in front of his eyes. Couldn't take the chance.
Oh, it's a big chance, it really is. He's in the right position, but then he just fluffs his lines. Man City have hardly had the ball at all. But when they've had the ball, they keep delivering the sucker punch.
And he's in. Routine, really. Eccentric goalkeeping. A City free kick forthcoming. Well, a little lucky to get away without a card. Might be his last warning, though. Hollis. Good work to regain possession. Under a fair bit of pressure. Throw-ins given. Any sort of lead is important. They have the lead. What have you made of it so far?
Well, City will be happy if it stays like this. Still some work to do in the second half, though. With the clock ticking down before their half-time cup of tea, it's really important you keep your concentration.
Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne now. Hollis. It is advantage Manchester City here. Well, off the bar and out of play. Close.
Yeah, close indeed. Technique, just leaning back a little bit. That's why it goes so high.
Is it going to be? And a goal to really bolster things for them. 2 in front.
Well, here's the replay, and that passing and movement is pure quality. And then through on goal, do you go for placement or do you go for power? Well, he certainly wasn't messing around, was he? Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. It's a really lovely finish.
Oh, lovely ball. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. Over it comes. Clattered away. Well, they'll try to keep the pressure on in the form of another corner. And now the delivery. That's very decisive goalkeeping. And so the half-time whistle is sounded here in Manchester. And they get the ball rolling in this Champions League group stage confrontation.